Genuinely, one of my favourite moments on TV in the last few years was actually on New Year's Eve. I'm sure it wasn't filmed on New Year's Eve. In fact, I know it wasn't, but the Jules Holland.
Yes.
But just seeing the love you had for your partner
For Jade,
and
yeah.
the way like you celebrate each other in a way that I imagine other couples would go, or maybe this is too much of a display of love. And I guess I'm partly saying it because it's exactly how I feel about my partner.
Yes, great.
And, in fact, the only time I've broken down as a politician was the day I won thanking him, just in terms of the emotion
You
of
realise
the public love
that
of
support.
how you feel about that person.
Yeah, man. Dude, listen, straight up, I didn't realise the extent of how encouraging and motivating love can be. And it's so funny because I remember as a millennial boy, so many of the conversations were anti-love in a funny way, because obviously we were young, we don't understand what we're saying. But love was almost like was definitely considered a weakness. If you loved your partner, I'd be like, oh my God, you're in love with them, you know what I mean? And it would be reflected sometimes in what we'd listen to and see on screen. The heroes we celebrated were often lone wolves. There's all of these messages were kind of fed. So I didn't know. I actually really did. And, my mum and dad have always been friends, but they've never been together. So I didn't have any blueprint. I've had other partners and I've experienced something towards, I've obviously had connections with them, forms of love with them. But I never felt until Jade that I was mature enough to actually be present in a relationship and actually give and receive in the way that was necessary. Teach someone how to love me for a start, and then be able to listen and give them love back. And it's great. And this is what I want everyone to know, especially men. Like, I swear, man, I really believe the root of people who are avoidant and less willing to throw themselves into love is because actually when we were young, we had our hearts broken in ways that we couldn't conceive.